I'm Spaztastic. Welcome to Spaztastic's Unemployment Tube. Obviously, you read the title of this video. I'm going to talk about something that I wouldn't normally talk about on this channel because it's mostly about product reviews and me doing dumb shit. But in the United States, obviously, because that's the country I'm talking about, because that's the country I live in, we've had a bit of a culture war recently. And one of the things that I really don't like about the little bit of the culture war that we're going on is it's basically we have one side, we have another side. Both are idiots. I still can't help but just not be able to ignore the fact that I think there's going to be a line drawn in the sand soon at some point in time. And when that line does get drawn in the sand when it comes to a culture war, and then you got me and like the vast majority of people like me that don't really subscribe to either way of thinking, left or right. You have people like me, you know. I'm your freaking white male with a penis that's comfortable with having said penis. I basically have one option to pick a side, because I got one side. One side is a bunch of rednecks, a bunch of patriots, kind of people that I don't necessarily agree with them 100%, despite the patriotic decor. I don't really 100% fit in with that group. But then you have the other side, which is your Antifa people, your progressive people, the hippies, basically. That I don't really agree with what they have to say. But the problem with somebody like me is I am actually fairly opinionated. If you actually look at my Twitter, Spaztastic TV, is the simple fact that if I had to freaking pick a side, there's one side that if I went over to it, they'd welcome me. But if I decided to say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, I'm going to get my ass kicked. And the other side's going to welcome me with open arms. And it really makes picking a side easy, but the fact that I don't want to be on either side is the hard part. Is that if all of a sudden, let's say everything went all out of control and it turned into a civil war and I had to pick a side. And this all comes down to a dream that I had. And you know how much people hearing about people's deja vu and dreams, but just hear me out for a second. I had a dream that I was kind of in the area that I live in, a little bit further up on the hill, I think. And I was with two of the kind of people I was describing, patriotic, about the patriotic Americans, got their American flags and their rifles and their camel on. Because obviously, as I said, I was kind of forced to pick a side. And some people came rushing up over the hill. One guy had a handgun and started shooting at me. And, well, I just had my .22 on me because it's pretty much the only freaking gun I'd have that'd be effective in a combat situation, I guess. But, started shooting at me and missed with 3 or 4 shots. And there was 3 guys that came over. They were all dressed in all black. And I just picked the rifle up and I dropped all 3 of them. You got to keep in mind that the whole feeling that I was having in this dream is I don't belong here. I don't want to be here. Why am I here? This is wrong. And this is kind of for a dream to have this kind of emotional thing to stand out with, for me, is kind of strange. And the fact that I actually kind of remembered it quite well. But no, so I was go run up on the little top of the hill where they were going, and there was quite a few more people, and they were running away. And the 2 guys that I was there with just started shooting them in the back, and I didn't fire a single shot. I figured, fuck it, they're running away, fuck them. And right before the dream ended, I just remember I turned to one of my sides and I took a butt of a rifle to the face, and then I woke up. And to me, all I can tell is what this dream was telling me. It was saying that if I had to pick a side, I'm still not welcome on the side that would welcome me with open arms. And it's one of those things that's just kind of weird. It goes back to, if you've ever heard of a thing called horseshoe theory, where you have one side and you have another side, and then the further crazy they get, they kind of horseshoe and come back around to each other. And I kind of feel like that's what I'm feeling about everything that's going on. I just kind of feel like this would be a good thing to vent on, is that culture wars are stupid. We all live in the area. We all shit and piss in the same pool. Why can't we all just get along? Why can't we all just make fun of things? I was like, oh, it's all spurred on by racism. Well, if you think about it, the concept of racism or even homophobia in and of itself is the stupidest goddamn thing on the planet. And if you actually see a bunch of Ku Klux Klan members walking down the road, instead of meeting them with rage, why don't you just point and laugh at them, because that's all they're really good for? Or if you see all these Antifa people fucking going over and doing their typical thing where they're kicking garbage cans on the side of the road and throwing rocks through windows, you just point and laugh at them. Why the fuck can't we just do this? Why the fuck do we have to sit and fight with each other? I don't want to fight with somebody that doesn't agree with me. I'm happy that there's people that don't agree with me. But the simple fact of the matter is, I'm speaking as kind of like a moderate here, is where I don't know where I'm getting with this. But, yeah, I mean, like, a culture war kind of like what we're having. Let's erase our history. Let's go with something new, even though nobody knows what the new is, or all this other bullshit. I don't fucking get it. I mean, it's one of those things that's just like, well, you can't say, why can't we all just get along? Because then everybody just fucking ignores you because, useless thoughts of peace are met with rage. And so, yeah. I'm having a really, really bad feeling like things are going to turn sour soon. And I'm about to go kill my dog. So, I'm Spaztastic. You've been watching Spaztastic Unemployment Tube. If you actually, got anything from me talking about this and you don't hear my dog barking in the background, or you might agree with something I said or something, or if this was even coherent, let me know down in the comment section. But I'm Spaztastic. You've been watching Spaztastic Unemployment Tube, whatever the fuck day this is. Thanks for watching.